Hey everyone, today we're going to be reading My Little Pony Generation 4, Nightmare Nights, Issue 2. I suppose it was too much to hope that the sun might rise a little early this morning. Where is she? I'm right here, sister. No need to fear. I'm not afraid. I just have things to do. What sort of things? Does Luna have a date? It's none of your business what I'm going to do. Just raise the sun so we can all get on with our day. My sister, ever the morning pony. Okay, Stygian, Celestia doesn't realize anything is... Stygian! It was Rockhoof in the study with the shovel! Shh. Oh, sorry. You didn't sleep all night. I tried to contact you in your dreams multiple times. Then as soon as I'm off duty and the sun rises... Apologies, Princess. I was up all night, but I think you'll like what I found. Do you recognize this? This looks like the gate from Eris's castle. Exactly. This was an enchanted relic used by the Unicorn King Bullion. It was supposed to measure a pony's potential for good or evil. Eris seems similar, though obviously she values different traits. So with this enchanted gate, you're saying that only those with evil in them can get through? I don't think it's about good and evil. She's a creature of chaos, so I think it has more to do with some pony's potential and history of doing harm or mischief. Well, then it seems going to Twilight and her friends is out. I don't think that would be safe. And your friends likely wouldn't work either. I'm afraid not. And regardless of her potential, I don't want my sister near that place. You saw what they did to the other Celestia. We only have a few days before Eris auctions off the power she stole from me, and we'll need help to get it back. Who can we go to? I'm so glad you asked. The first thing, the most obvious thing we need is some pony smooth. Some pony who can steal that orb containing your powers without Eris dropping a cage on them. I can tell you have an idea and that I'm not going to like it. I think if we want someone who can outfox a creature who's all about luck, there's only one place in Equestria we can go. Las Pegasus. I'm starting to think I know who you mean, and I was right. I don't like it. I know it looks bad, but it's not as bad as you think. Eris is not going to fall for two fast-talking scammers. They're small-time con ponies. You see, when you talk too fast, even if you're honest, every pony will think you're up to something. The key is to slip into a rhythm. You have to lure them into a sense of security. My thoughts exactly. What we need is some pony who can rob Eris blind without her even knowing. And what if the perfect pony for that isn't a pony at all? And once they're drawn into the little song you've written for them, you can convince them to buy anything you want. Is it really true that you helped save Equestria from the Storm King? You're so brave. Well, I don't think of myself as brave. I'm sure in my position you fellas would have done the same. When the time for heroism comes, well, it's just in my nature to answer. Gosh. Well, if it isn't the princess of my favorite time of day, what brings your highness to Las Pegasus? I'm glad to hear you feel that way. I have need of your assistance, Capper. Well, young fellas, it looks like it might be time for you to trot on home. It seems my heroic services are needed again. Oh my gosh, are you working with Princess Luna now? I ship it. I so ship it. Now, you are a princess of Equestria. You have all the resources of the kingdom at your command. If you called me to Canterlot, you know I'd come. Yet here you are in a Las Pegasus hotel, run by two of the shadiest ponies I've ever met, with the ex-pony of Shadows at your flank. I could be imagining things, but it seems like whatever you want my help with might not be above board. I need a thief. I'm listening. So what you're telling me is that we'd be robbing not just a casino, but a castle, and that we don't know what sort of odds we're facing or how ready they'll be, and that I'm stealing from the actual goddess of luck, who is certain to have the odds in her favor. Yes. Well, let me first say, You keep up the scholar racket, kid, because you got no future in sales. We're not trying to sell anything. This is about the safety of this and every other reality. And we might have to fight villains from each and every... Capper! There he is. Great job, my boy. I swear this cat could sell saddlebags to a minotaur. Enrollment in seminars is up. Sales are up. Return visits are up. What's this then? Nobody said we would be receiving a royal visit. What a waste. We could have sold tickets, memorabilia, commemorative plates. What brings a princess to our humble establishment? Actually, great coincidence you're coming in. Princess Luna is here to offer me a job. A what? Yeah, she wants me to be a royal advisor. Can you imagine that? Does she now? Yeah, yours truly is going to be living high on the hog, sharing my various areas of expertise. We'll double your percentage. Now, you all know how I feel dutiful toward my newly adopted country. I wouldn't want to let the princess down. We'll triple it. Final offer. Now, that is interesting, but Princess Luna was saying her offer comes with a private room and board in Canterlot, an invitation to all state dinners, and the ear of the princess when it comes to the liberation of my homeland. Isn't that right, Princess? Yes, of course. We think Capper's skills will be very useful to the kingdom. Alas, my charming compatriots, duty does call, and Capper, hero of Equestria, must answer. Stay! We'll pay you anything, just don't leave. Now, brothers, be upstanding stallions. Don't beg. We had to part ways eventually. Better we part as friends now before one of us cleans out the other. I admire you passing up all those bits. Friend, the bits mean nothing to me. This little hustle was just past time. Now, stealing a precious object from the goddess of luck, that is a task worthy of my skills. Okay, the thief part was obvious, but what else do we need on this team? Well, the way we wrecked the elevator on the way out, I doubt we'll be able to use that this time, which means we'll have to go through the casino floors. We know there are at least 3 floors, and that they're going to be full of the worst villains of every world. Then you see where I'm going with this. We need a powerhouse, someone who can clear a path. If we visit the Crystal Empire, Cadence will know. We'll need to come up with a reason we're there. I think I have just the thing. In the room where we found the mirror, there were also a few of Starswirl's old journal stash. Is Starswirl there? I would greatly prefer not to bring him into this. He's bound to... Not Starswirl. Sunburst is obsessed with studying the early modern age. He'll want to read them for sure. And while you are handing those over, I can casually inquire to Cadence as to her whereabouts. Oh, gee, golly gosh. Well, I still don't think she cares for me much. But she's been working out in the Borderlands every day. She seems, happy. Oh my. I will give Cadence this. She does seem to be enjoying herself. Great move, Glitter Drops. I got your 6. Oh my gosh, I can't believe the Princess Luna is here in my ranger station. I'm gonna freak out. That really isn't necessary, Glitter Drops. Luna knows my name. Would you like some cider, Princess Luna? Of course you would. You're probably freezing, coming right up. You'll have to excuse her. She lives in the Crystal Empire. They're all kind of like that. I'm glad you two reconnected, Tempest. You're frequently in one another's dreams. Yeah, have I told you that I really don't like that you do that? As much as I hated the Storm King, at least I knew he wasn't poking around in my head when I slept. Speaking of you being places you shouldn't be, why are you here? We told Princess Cadence it was to bring some books to Sunburst, but that's obviously a lie, since when does it take a princess and a former pillar of Equestria to carry a few books? Cider's for everyone. What'd I miss? Perhaps it would be better if we discussed this in private. Nah, if you can tell me, you can tell Glitter Drops. She's my only real friend, and whatever you're about to get me into, I'd like some pony to know. Aw, Fizzy, you say the nicest things. Wait, you're saying she drained Luna's power using a staff? Yes, if my research is correct, it seems to be the Staff of Sicanus. You know it? It's what I used to drain the power of the princesses for the Storm King, though. The one I used was broken. But unlike the Storm King, Eris isn't planning to keep the power herself. She's auctioning it off to the highest bidder. Okay, yeah, I'm in. Now hold on a second. I know you feel guilty about working for the Storm King, but that doesn't mean you have to keep throwing yourself into danger. Dropsy, it's not that simple. I let anger and rage control me for so long. I let myself become a weapon for him. I sharpened that weapon in order to do as much damage as I could. Now I have a chance to use it for good. Working with you has been a start, but this is the sort of opportunity I've been waiting for. Well, if you're powerless and the cat doesn't use magic, who's going to have Tempest back? Stygian will be there, and we have one more recruit. Okay, so we have Capper to steal the orb. We have Tempest to fight our way out. But with that many bad guys, we can't exactly fight our way in. We need a powerful magician. Powerful unicorn magicians are easy between you and me. We know them all. The difficult thing is finding one who can make it through the meter. Star Swirl is out. Twilight is out. I thought about Sunset Shimmer, but the last thing we need to do is add a second mirror to this problem. I also thought about Sunburst's friend Starlight Glimmer, but I think she's too close to Twilight. Hold on right there. What we really need is illusion magic. If we're going to get in and out, we'll need someone who can distract guards, bad guys, even Eris herself. Okay, that sounds good, but where do we find such a unicorn? Well, last I heard, there was a festival in Yakyakistan, and she's never been one to pass up a big stage. Yaks of Yakyakistan, do not avert your eyes. Do not flee in terror. What you're about to witness is merely the illusion magic of the great and powerful Trixie. Why do so many of my shows end like this? Honestly, in what way did you expect them to react? Why would you even write a spell that did that? It's grotesque. The great and powerful Trixie does not write spells to serve some mundane function. She writes spells because she thinks, I wonder if I could do this. And sometimes the answer is yes. Wait, what are you two doing in Yakyakistan anyway? We came to recruit you for a mission. We need someone gifted with, yes, I'll do it. Don't you want to know what? It doesn't matter. No one ever thinks of Trixie for their little team missions. Now someone teleport us out of here before there's no Trixie left to recruit. Stygian, can you get all of us? I'm on it. We've been over this with every pony, but let's do it one more time. The place will be crowded with villains, so we need to keep our heads down as long as we can. The most important thing is that the rest of us make sure Capper makes it to Eris's office. He's the best chance to get my power back before some villain ends up with it. Well, I can't say as I've ever had a princess in my entourage before. This should be fun. Tempest, we don't know how much resistance we'll meet in there, so if we need to fight, you're going to be the muscle. Bring 'em. Oh, I haven't had a decent fight since the invasion. Trixie, you're the distraction. When we get to the upper levels, we're going to encounter guards. We need you to drive them away so Capper, Stygian, and I can reach the office. Well, that seems like a poor use of my power, but I have a more important question. What's the name of our cool secret team? Personally, I like Trixie and the Illusions. Why would we name it if it's supposed to be secret? I've always been partial to the word squad. Maybe do something with that? The last team I named tried to banish me. So, Luna, do you have something? I do. What about nightmare nights? Like the holiday? Wait. Pastel Pony Friendship Land has a holiday about nightmares? Actually, it's about Nightmare Moon. Wait, Twilight taught me about this. Isn't that Luna? It was. According to the myth, I used to come on the day of the year to eat children, I think it was. Goodness, perhaps it's better no one remembered the Pony of Shadows. I wouldn't want that. But I've learned to understand it. I've even embraced it. And that's why we're all here. We were all villains once, and we've all turned our lives around. And there's one mission that only the 5 of us can do. 5 former villains. Nightmare Moon and her Knights. Nightmare Nights it is then. One last order of business. Now that we're a team, and since we are attempting to sneak in somewhere you all have already been, should we not have disguises? Ooh, makeovers! Next up, are you now or have you ever been a villain? I am Starry Night Terror. My iron horseshoe stalked the dreams of foals everywhere. I am the hoofbeat from under the floorboards. I am the shadow in the empty stable. I am the dark horse. I'm the alley cat, and I stole one of your pole arms and 20 bits while I was walking up here. I'm Maelstrom Shade, and if you ask me any more questions, I'm going to show you what I'm known for. The great and powerful Roxy refuses to answer your standards of objective morality. How did you two ever make it as villains? What kind of made-up names are Maelstrom and Roxy? I just decimated anyone who opposed me, or do you not remember? Trixie continues to challenge all of your assertions that she is or was some sort of villain. Here we go. Are you ready for what's in there? I don't believe we can be ready. We just have to focus on our objective. So this really is some place. How did you find it anyway? Eris invaded a dream of Stygians disguised as the Pony of Shadows in order to lure me in. Now just a second. Are you saying she out-dream magicked you? The Princess of Dream Magic? Yes? Capper, old buddy, what did you get yourself into? Too late to turn back now, Scaredy Cat. I'll have you know I have a cousin named Scaredy Cat. Well, how bad could it be? I should have learned by now not to ask that question.